Sometimes I just be losing my mind. Sometimes I just be lying to be lying. Sometimes I wish I could quit my 9 to 5 and make music from 9 to 9 and have a hell of a time.
Welcome. Some shit to think about. Episode number 6 with your host Anthony Beastie Baron. So excited to have you here. Excited to give this message out and just excited to get this going, man. Excited to be alive, man. You know. But we're gonna get into these announcements. Go check us out at beastiebaron.com. Got the new site up and running. You can find everything Beastie Baron up there, from blog, podcasts, even some modeling pictures, and maybe even some products, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned, but check out beastiebaron.com for everything up to date with Beastie Baron and what I'm doing, and just any projects, anything I kind of have going on for just, just constant updates. I got to throw a major shout out to the Gold Water team, Gold Water Corporation. Man, I'm telling you, I've been on it for about a couple weeks now, and it's got me sharp, man. It's literally an elixir of life. Like I mentioned before, it's made of 99.9% metallic materials. It increases the electrical conductivity in your brain and your body, as well as knocks off the crust of that pineal gland, opens up that third eye. So I definitely recommend anyone out there that wants to, sharpen their mind a little bit, or that wants to test out lucid dreaming and get into deeper sleep, or just like I said, just overall just better day-to-day function, man. I definitely recommend trying to Gold Water. They also have sea moss, as well as like vitamin C's as well. As well as like a sports moss that has like sea moss, cordyceps, lion's mane, things that give you more energy, more just natural things to keep you sharp and ready to, go work out and really just attack life. So I definitely go tap in with the Gold Water team. The link will be, in the description. I'm definitely an affiliate, and definitely appreciate their work over there. And as well as maybe go tap in with Unlocking the God Within You. Man, I'm excited for it to be out, because I know it's a life-changing book, man. If you only buy one ebook this year, make sure it's Unlocking the God Within You. I'm telling you, it has jam-packed with just tips and just info on unlocking that God within you and realizing the power of being your most authentic self, as well as, sharing your gifts with the world and getting the most out of the life that you have, because, our time here is limited. So make sure you're taking advantage of the time you do have, and just putting good stuff in you, as well as, on top of the food and the things you consume. Make sure you're putting good stuff in your mind, and that would be a great book for you to read, a good ebook. Like I said, it's pretty short, under 50 pages, gets right to the point, and it's just stuff that'll be very valuable, very life-changing information. So make sure you tap in with Unlocking the God Within You. I'm excited to have it out there, and already working on some other things for you guys to, just consume and make you better. So tap in with that. That's all the announcements for now. But today's episode, we're gonna be talking about just some real shit, just what it means to be real, and just the importance and significance of realness, man. Because today's day and age, real is rare. Real is extremely rare, and I feel like it's something that we should think about, because that's not good. That's not good. Real should definitely be a very valuable substance, very valuable thing. So we're just gonna talk about just like what being real is, what being real is to me. Like how I feel like I'm real. Because if you ask me, I'm the realest person I know. You know what I'm saying? Outside of not outside of nobody really. Just but I feel like it kind of takes a little bit of work, you know what I'm saying? It kind of goes hand in hand with being your most authentic self. So we're going to just talk about just the importance of being real, and just what that kind of looks like. And just obviously, you can't talk about being real without being fake, because this was very prevalent in today's day and age via social media and all that stuff. So that's what we're talking about, and we might as well just get into it. So, man, being real to me, it's very simple, man. It's very easy, man. I feel like a real man, or just like a real individual overall, is just someone that does what they say they're going to do, someone that has a purpose and is constantly moving with intent. And like I said, someone that is executing on the things that they say they're going to do. I feel like in today's day and age, that's lacking, man. Everybody is always talking about stuff that sounds good, you know what I mean? They're always talking about things that, you know, everybody else is doing or whatnot, but very rarely do you find a lot of people executing on the stuff that they're talking about doing, or even very rarely do you find people moving with a purpose. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff people are doing is just trying to keep up with trends, right? Try to keep up with what's in, trying to keep up with, you know, just everyone else. And I feel like that's severely hurting the world, man, because I feel like everybody's really an influencer, regardless of how many followers you have, regardless of, you know, your social media presence or not. You know, if you're living, you're breathing, you're an influence on yourself as well as other people. So I feel like the type of influence that you have is just based off like how real you are, you know what I mean? And when a lot of people are projecting all this kind of fake lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, via social media or even just socially, you know what I mean? I know you probably know a lot of people that are capping in real life as well as on the screen. I feel like it's really just hurting the world, man, because people see that and they think some people might think it's real, you know what I'm saying? Some people might see whatever they projecting as the real deal stuff, and they try to be on the same type of time, and it just creates just more copycats and just creates more just fakeness, man, and that shit is hurting the world. So I feel like being authentic, being yourself, man, standing up for what you believe in, is something that we gotta kind of like preach more, man. Something we gotta kind of seek out more, because everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody likes to show the doves, everybody likes to show, you know what I'm saying, when times are high and everything is going smoothly, but very rarely do you see when people talk about the losses, right? Very rarely do you see people talk about what's going on behind the scenes, you know what I mean, and what's actually the reality of things, you know what I mean, the realness of it. And I feel like that's the stuff that kind of makes life fun, you know what I mean, like kind of when you find yourself in those situations that aren't the prettiest, you know what I mean, you might be down a little bit bad, you might not have things going for you the way you might want to, but you're still breathing, you know what I'm saying, you're still kicking, you're still here, and you can kind of assess that, be like, all right, you know what I mean, times is tough right now, but how am I going to take this situation and make it work for my benefit, you know what I mean? So I feel like that kind of, you know, goes in hand with just moving in your purpose, moving with intent, and just being just you know what I'm saying, not glamorizing anything that isn't you know what I mean, that isn't authentic, that isn't going to be pushing the needle towards whatever it is you feel like you're put on this earth to do. And we just need more of that, man. Like I don't know, it's hard for me to understand how people can kind of push that out. I mean, I can understand it, but I don't understand how people can kind of be cool with themselves pushing out, you know what I'm saying, these fake realities to people, and just truly like keeping up with it, you know what I mean, and sustaining a fake life in a somewhat fake world, when the reality of things isn't, you know, all peaches and cream, you know what I mean, and it's just not helping progress anything or anyone. So I feel like when you're in this real space, you know what I mean, and you're doing things like with a purpose and with intent, it kind of makes, like, you can see it, you can feel it. Like, for example, just even like with me in the situation right now, like y'all kind of see where I'm at, you know what I mean, like we're in the attic with it, like this at home setup. Like I'm not trying to do anything to make this seem, you know what I'm saying, like greater than what it is. I'm just trying to come out, you know what I'm saying, week in, week out, and deliver a positive message, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, inspire someone to, you know, think about some shit that's worth thinking about, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like that with anything that I do, anything that I am posting on social media, anything that I'm putting out or sharing with the world. Like, I'll never intend on doing anything for people's, you know what I'm saying, for people's acceptance, or for people to, you know what I'm saying, include me in any types of groups or anything like that. It's more so just to contribute some value to the world and to potentially inspire someone to do the same and be their most authentic self. You know what I mean? Like, it's never really about like all the likes and all the attention and stuff. Like, that stuff's cool, but yeah, to me at least, what really matters is the value I'm creating and the value that I'm adding, and how I am able to just change lives, you know what I mean? Because I feel like there's no greater gift you can kind of give than just helping somebody else have a better experience with it. So I mean, like, for me, being real is just natural. It's something that I value a lot. I value the people. That's why I feel like the people that I kind of attract are real ones. You know what I mean? That they're people that are willing to tell me when things aren't going too hot. You know what I mean? That they're willing to tell me the hard things, willing to have those tough conversations and be like, hey, yo, Beastie, like, I can't even lie to you, like, this is not it. You know what I mean? Like, the fit is not it. Or, you know, what you talked about that podcast last week was not it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people that are willing to tell me the stuff that might not sound the best, but in reality is going to go further in the long run. Like I said, it's going to push the needle for me to, you know, become the greatest version of myself and keep getting better, keep elevating, and keep moving along with my purpose and just keep elevating. I feel like when you're not being real, man, it's hard for you to elevate. It's easy for you to stay real stagnant because you're living in a fake little world. You know what I mean? Like you're living in some fake stuff. You know what I mean? And something very artificial, something very illusionary. So I feel like being real, man, like it might be a little uncomfortable, but I feel like the more that real that you are and the more honest you are with yourself and others around you, the easier things will get, just because you'll start to attract more real people. You'll start to attract more real connections, and you'll start to just see things for what they really are and like see life for, you know what I'm saying, what the reality of it is. You know what I mean? Because excuse me, because I feel like, I mean, we see it all the time. Like anytime you click on YouTube or you click on, you know what I'm saying, Apple, Spotify, you listen to music and stuff, like everybody's just trying to be like the next person. You know what I mean? Like how many of these rappers you think are actually doing the stuff that they rap about? You know what I mean? And really like in the streets or really popping these pills and stuff like that. Like it's just not real, but it sounds good, and it's what people kind of associate with it, so they go right along with it, and like I said, they fall deep into it. Like I seen a post the other day, and Future was talking about like he don't even do half the drugs he be talking about in his songs, but people, you know what I'm saying, they think like that's just what it really is, man. And I'm not necessarily saying like Future's fake for that, but I'm just saying like people are too caught up in it, you know what I mean, and these false personas, man, or just these personas in general, that they're getting out of touch with reality, and they're getting out of touch with what really matters to them. Like I said, I feel like a real individual, they have purpose, they have intent, so like they're gonna kind of shape their reality to what works for them or what needs to be done for them. You know what I mean? They're gonna see they're gonna see the things in life that they need to see to make things happen. You know what I mean? Instead of kind of seeing the BS and falling into that and getting, you know what I'm saying, further off course with your purpose. Like, cause there's a million and one different things you can get distracted by. You know what I'm saying? In today's day and age, there's too many different, you know, external stimuli going on. It's easy for you to hop on any of these social media apps and just lose hours of your day, hours of your time, hours of your day, not doing anything productive, not doing anything that's gonna really serve your purpose or serve yourself. So I feel like a lot of the times it's not anything real. You know, you're getting caught in these fantasy lands, man, and it's hurting. It's hurting more than it's helping, man, and it's not cool. I feel like we need to start valuing just the reality of things and just being honest with people, man. And I wouldn't say necessarily celebrating your losses, but don't be as scared to talk about, you know what I'm saying, the L's as much as the dubs, you know what I mean? And like that's myself included, you know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily think that I glamorize anything, but I do try to, you know, be as honest and transparent with you all, or just with myself or with people around me as possible, just so they don't have a false sense of, you know what I'm saying, like what I'm doing. You know, like I'll definitely let you guys know like how you know what I'm saying, the book sales is going or anything like that, things that you might want to know, just so you could get some inspiration from it, you can learn from it, and just kind of see, you know what I'm saying, like what I'm doing, like right or wrong, and kind of assess how you could apply that game to yourself and, you know what I'm saying, help take, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing to the next level. Because I feel like I said, we're all here to just, you know, help out, you know, each one teach one type of thing. And I just want to be an embodiment of a real influence, you know what I'm saying, a real influencer, a real individual that's out here not faking it, not trying to make things seem better than what they really is, but at the same time still enjoying everything that life kind of has to offer. Because at the end of the day, you know, life is life, you know what I mean? If you wake up in the morning, like, you're here, you know what I mean? Like, the purpose of life, I feel like, is to live, is to be here, is to be present, and to do whatever you know what I'm saying, your calling is, you know what I'm saying, whatever you feel like it might be for that day, for that time period, wherever you're at. So I feel like the more that you're just honest with yourself and being like genuine, being real, being authentic, then you'll be all right. Like, you'll be able to kind of figure things out. You'll start to see things happening around you, happening for you. You start to see just how, like, this life stuff is not as hard as it may seem. Like, it's definitely gonna be tough, definitely gonna have struggles, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to sacrifice, give things up, but at the end of the day, like, it's never gonna be nothing that can really put you put you down, you know what I mean, unless you die, you know what I mean? But even that, though, like, it's not even like death isn't even really bad, you know what I mean? Like death, I feel like, makes life real, you know what I'm saying? It makes life you know, worth living. Like, you gotta be real about that shit. Like, I feel like for the longest, like, even myself when I was like younger, you know what I'm saying, I'm more of a kid, but I used to not want to think about, you know what I'm saying, passing and just like the whole death thing, because I feel like life, you know, like, it wasn't, like, obviously it was real, but you try not to think about it in that sense. But like, once you start to be like, all right, like, well, if, you know, we all are living on borrowed time, I might as well do whatever piques my interest now and just be, you know what I'm saying, honest with myself about it and not really care about, you know, how others may see it, how others may view it, and just be, you know, be real, be here, and just kind of go about it, because nobody's gonna care, you know what I'm saying, when you pass, when you're gone, you know, nobody's gonna care, you know, about the clothes that you had, the followers that you had, you know what I'm saying, the car that you drove, none of that. The only thing people care about, the people that are still gonna be here, is, you know, how you might have treated them, you know what I mean, and potentially, you know, if you were able to make establishments and make different things that'll last, you know, last past your physical, you know what I'm saying, body being here, then, you know, like, people probably care about that stuff. But I feel like more than anything else, people just care about you being real, you know what I'm saying? We care about you, like I said, how you make them feel and just how you carry yourself, you know what I mean, more than anything else. I feel like people can feel realness. Like you can feel when someone's genuinely, like, interested in you, or genuinely interested in something or someone, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's easy to see when something's just somebody's just doing something just for some money, or I'm saying, or somebody's doing something just for some attention or for some looks or something like that, man. And I feel like it's just not I don't know, like, I it's not cool. Like, and obviously, you know what I'm saying, like, who am I to say what's cool and what's not? But I feel like you can definitely kind of feel where I'm coming from if you ever been in a situation where you're seeing something or someone just not being real, and it's like, all right, like, yeah, this shit looks good, like, yeah, it sounds good right now, but like, what's the, you know what I'm saying, like, what's the other side of that? And just, like, not, I feel like when you're not being real with yourself, or you're not being real with, like, what you're putting out there, like, at the end of the day, you're not being real with yourself, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, I feel like that keeps people up at night, that makes people, you know, fall into bad habits, man, fall into doing all types of stuff that's kind of uncharacteristic of themselves. And, you know, people start, like I said, just developing issues and even, like, mental illnesses, you know what I'm saying, sicknesses and stuff, because they know that they're not being real with themselves. They know that they're not doing things that are kind of on purpose with, like, who they are and what they should be doing. So it's just like, there's just no point in being fake, you know what I mean? It just makes life tougher. Like, and I mean, it's easier in the moment, I guess, to kind of fake it till you make it. It's easier in the moment to kind of just do what looks good, what sounds good and stuff. But that shit always kind of comes back and gets you at the worst times, you know what I mean? And it's usually kind of like when you kind of start realizing, like, all right, yeah, I was on some BS. Let me start getting real. Let me start being, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more honest, a little bit more transparent and stuff. And that's usually kind of when all your, like, the fake BS kind of comes back and, like, well, shit, you know what I mean? Like, now you kind of got to deal with that and see how real you really are, because, you know, you're gonna always like I said, there's always gonna be struggles, always gonna be sacrifices, but I feel like the lessons in life that you learn, you're gonna be presented with them until you like prove that you can, you know what I'm saying, that you've learned the lessons, you know what I mean, until you prove that these are no longer things that should plague you or that will plague you in the future. So I feel like just having that realness, that accountability within yourself is just major. Like, just even because I'm kind of like in this journey that I'm doing like right now with this podcast or releasing this book and just really just trying to grow like a real following like on social media. Like, I had to be real with myself a lot. You know what I mean? Like, just the other day I had to check myself and like bro, kind of like self audit myself and like, bro, like what are we really doing here? Like are we really like pushing? Are we really pushing this content like someone that needs to push it, you know what I'm saying? That someone that has put themselves in a position to where, you know what I'm saying, like this is the only option. Like, is this something, like, are we treating this like a business? Like, you know what I mean? And really kind of be able to sit there and marinate on it, like, damn, like, I don't think I am, you know what I mean? Like, well, like, what's going on? Like, you know, and kind of being able to just have those honest conversations, man, because that's the only way things are gonna get better, you know what I mean? And I'm just glad that I do, you know, a lot of things like, you know, meditate and journal and write stuff down so I can kind of see and hold myself accountable. But at the end of the day, like, none of that means anything if I'm not taking, you know what I'm saying, actions from that. If I'm not even just taking the time to do that stuff, like it doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to lie about what you're doing or to kind of pass over that stuff, man, because it's just, I don't know, life is, I mean, I do know life is very precious, and I feel like the more honest you are, the more real you are, the more just genuine you are just within yourself, the more that things around you will start to reflect that, and you'll start having less problems, or I wouldn't say less problems, but the problems that you're having won't be as they won't hit as hard as, you know, as they would as if you are kind of faking it, or as if you're cutting more corners, or if you're not being genuine, you're not being real, you know what I mean? Like, things around you will kind of start to reflect that. And, you know, people always kind of wonder, like, why they, you know what I'm saying, might have quote unquote bad luck, or why, you know, things just kind of can't happen around for them, but they don't want to be real with themselves. They don't want to be real and look in the mirror and kind of be like, well, what am I really doing? You know what I mean? Like, am I doing things that, am I doing what I said I'm gonna do? Am I, you know what I'm saying, being accountable for my actions? Am I doing things that are on purpose or doing things that are like aligned with my purpose? You know what I mean? Like, those are tough questions to ask yourself. So I feel like it's just easier to be like, nah, like, I can't be the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be the problem. Let me blame something else. Let me look at something else, and let me just try and just like I said, be somebody else. Let me be like, you know what I'm saying, whatever's trending, whatever's popping. And I just, man, that shit's hurting, man. Like, I just feel like it's not gonna, being fake is not gonna help the world advance. You know what I mean? It's not gonna change someone's life. Like, even look at the guy from the Fire Festival thing. Like he had a whole career in being fake and kind of finessing it and swindling people and just literally like just being fake. And like, he hurt more people than he helped. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he made some money along the way, but I'm sure that guy has some, you know what I'm saying, some issues kind of going on internally that, you know, we'll never really know about, because his whole life is kind of like built off lies, built off deceit, you know what I'm saying, built off just being fake. So, I mean, like, that's just not really ever going to get you anywhere. Like, there's no point, I feel like, in the whole, like, fake it till you make it. Like, there's no point in getting super successful, you know, super, you know, having a lot of money or having a lot of cars, whatever you define success as, if it's all built upon something that's false. Because you're going to have to always put on that mask. You're going to have to always just, you know, like, play a certain role that is not truly you, you know what I mean, to kind of maintain that image, to kind of maintain whatever, you know what I'm saying, like I said, a fake persona, your persona you've put on, and it's gotten you to that point. And like, that's when you see people like committing suicide. Like, that's when you see people, like I said, like, you know, having crazy depression and just having just issues, man, that I feel like that are very real, but like that I feel like that are very self-imposed, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the problems of today's day and age I feel like are self-imposed, and they just stem from a lack of realness, a lack of honesty with yourself, a lack of just accountability with yourself, you know what I mean? And that shit's just not, like, it's not cool. Like, I don't know, I know I kind of keep saying that, but I feel like it's just worth emphasizing, man, because fake is in right now. Like, fake is hot. Like, everybody's being fake. Like, everybody's trying to be like the next person. Everybody's trying to hop on the next trend to make things appear like it's better than what it is, and that's just not it, man. Like, please, like even if you feel as if you're the only person that has, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of mindset that you have, certain interests that you have, you know, or the only, you know what I'm saying, the only person that has the purpose that you have, because you probably are at the end of the day. But you, as well as the world, will benefit from you pursuing those interests, you know what I'm saying, pursuing that purpose, pursuing whatever it may be that you feel that you are at the most, you know what I'm saying, deepest in your core. Because through you pursuing that, you'll find like-minded people, whether, you know what I'm saying, it takes 5, 10, 20 years, whether it takes however long it takes, it doesn't matter. Like, you pursuing that, not only will you find like-minded people, but you yourself, you'll start to learn more things about yourself, you know, by constantly, you know, holding yourself accountable and kind of having those, you know what I'm saying, those self-reality checks. You'll start to see, like, if this even is, you know what I'm saying, the life for you, if this even is your purpose, and things like that. But you'll only ever know that is if you know what I'm saying, really jump off the porch and kind of, like, really do it, you know what I'm saying, like, in real life, and not just for the cameras and the pictures and the IG and, you know what I'm saying, social media and stuff. And, like, and then by no means, like I said, am I attacking any type of influencers, any type of, celebrities, anything like that, because, you know, that stuff's very much needed. But I feel like the world would appreciate a breath of fresh air from those people with a lot of influence, from those influencers, you know what I mean? And that's something that I kind of want to serve as, is just like a real face in the community that's talking about real shit, that's just being a real individual, and that's inspiring others to do the same. You know what I mean? Like nothing that I ever post, nothing that I ever put out is with intent of deceiving anybody, or with the intent of just doing it just to do it. You know what I mean? I feel like the world kind of feels when you are doing stuff just to do it. Like, I try and be very purpose-driven in everything that I do, and try to make sure everything has some type of deeper intent with, you know what I'm saying, the things that I'm doing. And by no means am I perfect. I'm still kind of, you know, learning as I go, and I'm still having to, like I said, kind of have those self-reality checks, and you know, just self, like, you know, just talks with myself. But at the end of the day, I still just know, like, at my core being, that, like, my parents didn't raise a slacker, you know what I mean? Like, my parents didn't raise someone that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, cut corners, someone that's gonna just do stuff to be like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always felt like I'm a leader, and I always felt like when there's no leaders to follow, you have no choice but to lead, you know what I'm saying, yourself. And there's definitely some great, you know what I'm saying, there's a few, I feel like there's definitely, like, a shift in, like, the whole, like, black community in terms of, like, influencers and positive influences out there that are, like, outside of, you know what I'm saying, rappers and athletes, you know what I'm saying, people like 19 Keys, people like Troy and Rashad, you know what I'm saying, Earn Your Leisure, Him 500, Wall Street Trapper, you know what I'm saying, like, people that are pushing real positive things, you know what I mean, out for the community, and people that are being very authentic and trying to help not only themselves but for others. But I feel like I want to be a part of that group, you know what I mean? I want to be a part of just like I said, the breath of fresh air of just real influencers, real influences, and just real leaders, you know what I'm saying, within the community, and just within just myself, you know what I mean? Just because I've always felt like that's just, I don't know, just what I was put here to do, you know? Like, you always hear me say, like, I want to inspire people to be the most authentic version of themselves, you know what I'm saying, while sharing their gifts with the world. And the only way I can do that is by doing that myself, you know what I'm saying? I got to inspire myself. I have to live up to what I feel like my highest purpose is. So that's some real shit for y'all to think about today, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please let me know how you stay real, or when you realize that, you know what I'm saying, you are a real one. Or if you're not, tell me like what you plan on doing to get more real, or just some of the fake stuff you might see people trying to do and trying to be like. So definitely tap in with me. I gotta throw a major shout out to the ZOS company, man. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll know soon enough, I swear. And just keep being real more than anything else, because we need it, man. It's very much needed in the community. It's very much needed in the world. So keep being real, keep being the best version of yourself, and I appreciate y'all for tapping in this week. Take it easy.
All the money you make, it don't matter. All the bitches you with, they don't matter. All the chains on your neck, they don't matter. And that watch on your wrist, it don't matter at all.